Hello and welcome class 11th entrepreneurship students. Today the topic is values of an entrepreneur. Okay, after learning the business ethics, now let us talk about and discuss about the things which comes under the values or core values of an entrepreneur. Like uh, first of all, we will discuss what is the meaning of this term values. Okay, values refer to beliefs that guides judgment and actions in different situations. They represent what a civilized society considers good or bad. These beliefs guide human behavior. Honesty, truth, fulfilling promises are the examples of values. The social values which guide and direct entrepreneurs are called entrepreneurial values. Several factors are there. Several factors such as personal beliefs, family, environment, society, and many are there which determine these values. Right? These are not written anywhere that these values an entrepreneur must follow, but this is what in the beginning what I told you is the belief that guides judgment and actions in different situations. Okay, they represent what a civilized society consider good or bad. Okay, and these values help the entrepreneur in shaping his behavior, or values used to shape the human behavior like honesty, truthfulness, fulfilling promises. Okay, many are there which you can consider as the examples of values, right? These can also be called social values. They not only guide but also provide direction to the entrepreneurs, and when entrepreneur used to follow them in their routine, so these become entrepreneurial values. There are many factors. Okay, we will discuss regarding them also. Okay, but precisely you can say values can be guided or can be made out of the personal beliefs, what one believes in doing something good or bad. These values can be made from family culture. What type of family, what type of environment in which the entrepreneur is groomed. Okay, the society plays a very vital role or important role in shaping these values. Okay, then we will discuss the core values, main values of entrepreneurs. We will discuss regarding three core values of an entrepreneur, rather four. Four. Okay, innovativeness, independence, outstanding performance, and respect for work. Okay, we will discuss regarding them also. Fine. So first I'll write all the key points relating to the values, then we will discuss the core values of the entrepreneurs, right? Right. So these are the key points you can write regarding the values. Values refer to beliefs that guides judgment and actions in different situations. Values represent what a civilized society consider good or bad. Then these beliefs guide human behavior. Examples: honesty, truth, fulfilling promise. The social values which guide and direct entrepreneurs are called entrepreneurial values. So we are going to discuss regarding entrepreneurial values. Okay. Before that, it is mandatory to explain the term values. That is why I am explaining all these things. So whatever the social values that guide and direct that are seen in the entrepreneurs are called entrepreneurial values. There are some factors which can affect, which can change the values of one to another entrepreneur. Our personal belief of each and every entrepreneur, their family, their background, okay, the environment in which their grooming took place, and the society at large are the examples of some of the factors which can affect the values, right? I want you to please note down all these points, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points, okay, so that we can discuss the further part. Right? So now let us see what are the core values of an entrepreneur. So, as we have discussed in the starting, there are 4 core values. Number 1 is the innovativeness, second is independence, third is outstanding performance, and fourth is respect for work. Okay, innovativeness. As far as innovativeness is concerned, being innovative, okay, creating something new for the society, for the good of the society, okay. Entrepreneurs are agents of change. Entrepreneurs are agents of change. They introduce change. That is why they are the agent, representatives of change. They introduce new products, new methods of production, new marketing techniques, and new sources of materials. Innovativeness or innovation means application of new idea while discovering new ideas is called creativity. Okay? That means innovation means application of new idea to apply it in action. And what is creativity? Discovery of new idea. Okay? Just thinking regarding idea is creativity. Okay? That you have discovered something, you have thought regarding some idea, so that is your creativity. But when you are applying it, okay, so that becomes innovation. Okay? So innovation means application of new ideas, while discovery of new ideas is called creativity. Okay, we can have many examples like this, like e-wallets, mobile banking, okay, pipeline for cooking gas. Okay, and many are the examples, common examples of innovativeness. In this, all these processes, whether it is e-wallet we are talking about, or the mobile banking, or the pipeline for cooking gas, there somebody is applying new idea in doing those things. Not doing something, it is just a change. Okay, change for the betterment. So that is why it is innovativeness, right? I'll write all these points. Then second is independence. Right? When we talk about independence, okay, entrepreneurs like to be master. Entrepreneurs like to be masters. They work out their own plans and release their own dreams. Okay, or you can say they realize their own dreams. Okay, they work out on their own ideas or plans, and they realize, means they make them true, make them happen, those dreams. They seek freedom of thoughts and actions. They seek ownership and self reliance. That is why this is the core value, that is independence. Okay, every entrepreneur you will see is master, like to be a master. Okay, they work out their own plans, they realize their dreams. They always want freedom. Okay, freedom in their thoughts, freedom in the action of those plans, those thoughts. And they search, they seek ownership and self-reliance, self-dependency. Okay, so that is why this is one of the core values. Third is outstanding performance. Entrepreneurs seek excellence in everything they do. They are inspired by success itself. Okay, and some management expert, entrepreneurship expert has called this achievement motivation. This process, outstanding performance, seeking excellence in everything. So this is what is explained in 2 words: achievement motivation. They believe that they can make their own destiny through hard work, perseverance, and they are driven by the desire to excel, desire to stay, okay, in a rising position. A university dropout or a college dropout, Bill Gates, you know him, okay, everybody knows Bill Gates. He was a university or a college dropout, okay, launches Microsoft and became the world's richest person. So what it is? Outstanding performance, achievement motivation. Okay, then fourth and very important point, respect for work. Entrepreneurs believe work is worship. They believe that anything can be achieved through hard work. They put long hours of work and accept the same from others. They should work long time, and they want that others, those who are associated with them, should also work in the same pace, long working hours, because they respect the work. They respect the work which they are performing, which they are doing. Okay, so these are the four main or core values of an entrepreneur, that if somebody wants to be an entrepreneur, he should be having these values in his mind, in his thoughts, that he should be innovative. Okay, he should feel full independence in action and thoughts. He should perform outstandingly, whether of any situation. Okay, they should chase their own dream, inspired by success itself. Okay, and then they should respect the work which they are performing. Work is worship. Okay, so these are the four main aspects or the core values of an entrepreneur. Okay, I'm writing all the key points relating to four things. Okay, you note down them, you listen the lecture and prepare this particular topic. Fine. Now let us see another important thing under the values: entrepreneurial attitude or entrepreneurial attitudes. What do you mean by attitude? Attitude means individual's predisposition towards people, place, object, event, ideas, that how people used to think regarding towards other people, places, objects which they see, the events which are happening, and the ideas about a particular thing or whatever is happening, the idea, what they used to get. Okay, so attitude means an individual's predisposition, thinking, okay, outlook, handling towards people, places, objects, events, and ideas. Okay, then attitudes can be acquired. You can acquire attitude or you can learn them. Okay, this is very true. Then attitudes can be acquired or are acquired or learned through experience. Okay, whatever happens with someone, the experience of that or whatever is happening, they can observe, they can experience those things. Okay, so attitude can be developed. It can be learned or acquired through socialization, by meeting so many people, taking their ideas, their views, and then developing a pre-assumption or thinking regarding handling those situations. So that is socialization. And conditioning, you can condition it. Okay, you can make it. Okay, by your own experience and learning. Okay, then attitudes are mental tendency. Okay, not blockage but mental tendency, how to react. Okay, it is different from values. How? Values are moral beliefs and ideas. Okay, one believes that I'll do this thing, I'll not do this thing, this is good, this is bad. This is what is value. But attitude means mental tendency. They will do because of their mind. Okay, there are some examples, very famous example. There was a story, one glass, half filled glass was placed on a table and a whole class was sitting, okay, every student, and the teacher asked that what you can see on that table. Somebody says glass, somebody says this, that, okay, but most of the people have the common answers, two common answers. Somebody maybe some can say glass is half full, while others see glass is half empty. So this is what is the attitude. the mental tendency of the people, how they experience or observe the thing, how they have conditioned their mind, and how they predispose or think towards people, place, objects, events, and ideas. This plays a very vital role in shaping the entrepreneur. Okay, so entrepreneurial attitude along with entrepreneurial values are very necessary for shaping the personality of an entrepreneur. Right? You note down all these points, then we will discuss the features of attitudes. So let us start. The features of entrepreneurial attitudes. Number one are, you can say, features of attitudes. Okay, features of attitude. Number one thing is, there are four things we will discuss. One is invisible. Number one, attitudes are psychological phenomena and cannot be observed directly. You cannot see it. Okay, because it is mental attitude. Okay, mental thinking, mental process. So that is why it is psychological phenomena and cannot be observed directly. However, these can be judged from behavior. You can judge the attitude of someone by judging the behavior of him or her. For example, if an employee is very punctual, we may conclude that he has a positive attitude towards his job. Okay? So, this is what is invisible. Okay? Then second thing is, it can be acquired. You can acquire it. You cannot purchase, you can acquire it, learn it. Attitudes are gradually learned over a period of time. You can learn any type of attitude, positive thinking, negative thinking. You can learn, but it will take a period of time. Okay, so that is why attitudes are gradually learned over a period of time. Then the process of learning attitude begins right from the childhood and continues throughout the person's life. Okay, like a child is likely to be optimistic if his parents are highly optimistic. Okay, right? Then pervasive. Okay, available everywhere, required everywhere. Okay, so attitudes may relate to anything in the environment. A person may have positive attitudes towards certain things and negative attitude also towards other things. Okay, so it is pervasive, altogether present, required everywhere. Both the types of attitudes can be present in a single person. Okay, you may also think certain things positively. You may also think certain things, other things, negatively. Okay, pessimistic, optimistic behavior can be everywhere. So that is why it is pervasive. Okay, then influence the behavior. Attitude influence the behavior. Whose behavior? Attitudes shape behavior of one individual. Okay, an individual respond favorably or unfavorably to different objects or the same objects in his environment according to his attitude. So it influences the behavior of the individual. Okay, so that is why it influences the behavior. So what four things we have discussed under the features of attitude? Number one, invisible, acquired, pervasive, and influence the behavior. Let me repeat. Invisible, that means you cannot see it. Why? Because it is psychological phenomena. Okay? Cannot be observed directly. You cannot observe it directly. By seeing a person, you cannot judge what type of attitude he will be having. Okay? But you can judge by his behavior. Right? That I have taken the example of an employee. If a single employee or an employee is punctual all the time, okay, very punctual, so you can conclude, you can think, you can judge that he is having positive attitude towards his job. Okay. Second, we have discussed that it can be acquired. Attitude can be acquired. It is not inborn. Okay, it is basically acquired. What type of grooming we used to have, that type of attitude we can develop. What type of environment we are within, which inside, okay, that type of attitude we will develop. So attitudes are gradually learned over a period of time, and the process of learning starts from the childhood and continues throughout the person's life. Okay. If parents are optimistic, positive behaviors, okay, child will automatically become optimistic. Okay. Then pervasive, that means both the type of attitude can be present in a single person. How he is seeing the object at situations, what type of attitude he will show, so that is pervasive. Relate to anything in the environment. A person may have positive attitude towards certain things and negative attitude towards other things, right? You may be vegetarian, but you may not be non-vegetarian. Okay? Complete vegetarian or complete non-vegetarian, right? Then influence behavior. It influences behavior in a way that it shapes the behavior. Attitude shapes the behavior. Individuals respond, or the response of the individual can be favorable or unfavorable to objects of his environment according to the attitude, how he will react. Okay, so that depends on the attitude, right? So you make notes of all these points, whatever we have discussed, whatever I have given you as lecture. Make notes of all these things, write the things between all these points, right? We'll be having some questions according to the lecture you have listened, according to the points you have noted down, you will write regarding them. Okay? Students are sending me their assignments after completing, and on time they shows their favorable and optimistic attitude towards the studies. I expect that everybody should be having positive attitudes towards the studies and completion of the assignment on time, right? So that I can check and forward all these things to you, right? Till then, goodbye, take care, keep learning, keep revising, and be safe at your home. Thank you very much.